Watches and Wonders is here, and that means new watches and lots of them. And in this video, and another to follow in a day or so, we'll show you some of the hottest new pieces and take you behind the scenes of watchmaking's biggest event. If you're looking to buy, sell or exchange a luxury watch, visit Watchfinder. So first up for us, and everyone else at the expo it seems, journalists have really pointy elbows by the way, is the 5-pointed crown. While a lot of us predicted a Coke bezel GMT, thanks to some patents that surfaced not long ago on the web, I'm afraid we're going to have to wait a little longer for that watch, as this year's GMT sees the regular old stainless steel version given a two-tone Cerachrom black-grey bezel. A watch absolutely nobody saw coming this year was the Deep Sea in precious metal. We saw a two-tone Sea Dweller a few years back, which got a frosty initial reaction, but this Deep Sea is in full precious metal, 18 karat yellow gold to be exact, with a blue dial and ceramic bezel and an RLX titanium caseback. Now, I'm a big fan of the 1908, I think it's a great looking watch, and I hadn't actually seen one in the flesh until today. These things aren't even around pre-owned for the most part. And this new Platinum 1908 with Rolex's signature icy blue dial didn't disappoint. And to round off our stop at Rolex, we also saw a few new flashy Daytonas, some precious metal Sky Dwellers now with Jubilee bracelets, and some beautiful gradient day-date 40 watches. Now we're off to see our friends from Japan, Grand Seiko, and as expected, there are some incredible new dials from them this year. Starting things off, we have a new movement, the 80-hour caliber 9SA4. Not only does the movement feature an adorable wagtail as its click, but it's also the first manually wound high-beat movement from Grand Seiko in decades. This new movement can be found in two new Evolution 9 models, one in rose gold and one in titanium, both featuring dials inspired by Japanese white birch trees. We also have the Evolution 9 Genbi Valley limited edition with an incredible light minty green dial encased in ever-brilliant steel. It's a new high-beat GMT with a dial inspired by the snowy valleys of Japan, and this incredible titanium spring drive chronograph has a dial that transitions in colour with the light thanks to a new technique called optical multi-layer coating. Oh, and the incredible Kodo Constant Force tourbillon is back this year too, this time in sporting white inspired by daybreak. Next, we headed to Patek Philippe, and there are a lot of new watches from Patek Philippe this year, so I won't muck about, I'll get straight to the point. We've got a new inline perpetual calendar with a beautiful salmon coloured dial, an alarm travel time with a rose gold case and grey sunburst dial, a retrograde perpetual calendar with a hand engraved case, a gradient blue dialed annual calendar moon phase with diamond hour markers, a light blue Aquanaut travel time, a very blingy Aquanaut Luce with its rose gold case, 779 multicoloured sapphires, 131 diamonds and minute repeater for good measure, and two very controversial denim strapped watches, the new Nautilus 5980 flyback chronograph and world time date. And breathe. Moving on, we find ourselves at the Panerai stand, where the standout feature is the gigantic Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli sailing yacht hung from the ceiling. This year, Panerai has created a range of watches to celebrate its long-standing partnership with the Italian Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli sailing team. The 42 submersible GMT Luna Rossa Titanio not only has a GMT hand that's shaped to resemble the sails of the Luna Rossa sailing team, but it also features two different types of superluminova. The technically impressive open-worked 45mm submersible tourbillon GMT Luna Rossa sees a tourbillon placed inside a 300-metre water-resistant Carbotech case. And if you were looking for something in good old steel, then Panerai has you covered with the 42mm submersible Luna Rossa, which is available straight away as an e-commerce exclusive. But the standout watch here for me this year is the 44mm submersible 44 Luna Rossa Thai Ceramitech, available with either a blue sunbrushed or white matte grain dial and an automatic movement with 3 days of power reserve. This new watch boasts Panerai's newest material, Thai Ceramitech, Thai Ceramitech sees, yes, you guessed it, titanium and ceramic blended together in a process which not only produces a distinctive blue colouring, but also a case that's 44% lighter than steel and has a fracture resistance 10 times higher than that of regular ceramic watches. Now it's to Vacheron Constantin, and immediately something catches my eye. A pocket watch behind some glass. But not just any pocket watch, the new world's most complicated watch, the Barclay Grand Complication with 63 complications and a whopping 2,877 parts. I wonder how much they want for it. Next it's to the wristwatches, and here we have the Traditionnel Monopusher Tourbillon chronograph, which combines a hand-wound monopusher chronograph with an open heart tourbillon and a platinum case. The Overseas is up next, and the collection sees 4 new models with a rose gold case and green dial option, a 35mm and a 41mm self-winding, a chronograph and this dual time, as well as this all-new titanium-clad Overseas tourbillon. Finally, last stop of the day is to Tudor, and they've got black bays for days, son. We've asked for it and Tudor has delivered. There's finally a 58 GMT. But not only do we have that, making all of us with smaller wrists incredibly happy, but the new 39mm steel watch is also METAS certified, making it not only a great looking watch that fits nicely, but also an incredibly accurate one too, with METAS being one step above COSC chronometer certification. And who asked for a yellow gold 58 with a green dial and bezel? Well, here you go, you got one anyway. Finally, from the Black Bay line, we have the monochromatic regular 41mm Black Bay. And while it gives off major Submariner vibes, this new Black Bay, like the 41mm watches from last year and the new 58 GMT, is also METAS certified. Could this be a new fan favourite? Okay, that's it for day one. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for more of our Watches and Wonders coverage. And as always, if you'd like to support the channel, please visit Watchfinder at the link in our description. All right then, bye.